thing that always pops up on my screen. Okay. Hi guys, I'm Grace.
I'm Emma.
And welcome back to episode 5 of Positivity Podcast. So today's topic is going to be
It's going to be about having a good friend and knowing when you have a good friend.
Yes. So I guess we'll answer some questions and then I guess we can talk about our true friends and then we can figure out from there.
Yes. So you want to talk about having what your experience has been like with having a true friend versus a toxic friend?
Sure, I'll go first. So as I mentioned in our last video that I haven't posted yet, but I mentioned in our last video about things that happened to me when I was in, elementary school or 5th grade. And that was that was like a very toxic friend and toxic like environment that I know now that shouldn't have been, that was like not good.
Mm-hmm.
At the time I didn't know anything because I was young. But like, the real friend is the person who stuck with me through it, and she's still my friend from then to now. And this girl even tried to friend her and talk, bad about me behind my back because I didn't go to the middle school. And, she talked bad behind my back to the girl who was in the drama with me. And so like the girl that was in the drama was like, I don't want to be a friend anymore from you talking about my friend, which is me, from you like talking about my friend behind her back.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But like, she just wasn't the nicest person to be around. Like, so luckily I don't see her anymore, but I do see the friend who was with me. Not often, but I see her. So that's a little bit of what happened to me. So yeah, your turn.
I would say for my experience with having like a good friend versus a toxic friend would be someone who doesn't try to manipulate you into doing what they want, and then is also just like there for you and actually cares versus someone who is like fake there for you.
Yes. And also for someone who doesn't, put you down or, spread rumors or anything like that, that's also very toxic.
Yeah,
in a toxic environment.
definitely.
Because I know that everything that Emma named and everything that I named, I dealt with in my, like, for that part of what I was,
Yeah.
the drama that I was in elementary school. And so, and I do know Emma's going in it too. Emma's in her own thing right now. But like, that's like a toxic environment. That is not really healthy for people to do that to you or to anyone really. So how about you go first with the like true friends or good friends?
Okay. So one question is, were you able to see that difference going through that, or was it harder when you're like in the middle of it versus like looking back?
Yeah, I guess I can go first. Well, obviously when this happened to me, I was 10, maybe even 9. I was really young, so at the time I didn't know really much about what was happening. I could see it, but I didn't know it was drama till I got to like 7th grade.
Right.
But like I could see that this girl was changing with my friendship. And she, she tried stealing friends away from me, and I could see that. But looking back from 5th grade, like down, I can see that it was a bad thing, and I definitely should have done something about it. But what can you do at 9? Seeing it, it's like it happens, and like it's not the best thing in the world, but the outcome is that like the friend, I still have that friend with me, and people that I lost, I guess, weren't really my friends.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, I would say at first, no, I could not see the difference between the person being toxic and actually being my friend. But as more time, I'm older than Grace was when she experienced this. But so I think
Yes.
as more time went on and more people like tried telling me, then like I could see that. But it's definitely hard when you're put in the middle and like you're still going through it to fully believe it.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that.
Yeah. So how many true and good friends do you think that you have or have had in your life? And like what made them true?
I'm gonna start um from fourth grade when I moved here is when I'll start.
Mm-hmm.
So probably only three. Two of them I met earlier in my school year experience and like just life in general. And one of them I met later in life, in like almost my beginning of high school. But we got close in like 6 months, so
Yeah.
she knows who she is. But like those are like my three probably most loyal friends, I guess, if you want to say that.
Yeah. So before I answer, I'm going to ask you this. What made you realize their value and that they truly did care?
Well, it's different for every single person, for me at least.
Mm-hmm.
The first person I met here, I met her at a summer camp program, and she was super sweet. And as I got to know her more, as I was beginning to go into school, I realized that like she was there and she would be willing to help me with anything and everything. And then obviously the second friend who I met when I was here was the one in the drama. So, her just picking up for me even when I'm not in the school also says a lot.
Yes.
And I have way too many words for third person. Like, I guess one thing though is that like they all don't really care. I mean, like they don't care. This is a hard word.
I feel like I know what you're trying to say though.
Yes, they all care about me, obviously, but like they just don't care about other people and people's opinions. And they all tried to and have helped me with things that I was dealing with. And I guess I would say for the third friend, by the way, these friends are all girls, but the third friend is like, she's super sweet and she cares about everyone. And yeah.
Oh, okay. So I would say I have 3 close friends too. The first one, I feel like we are good friends because we grew up together. So growing up with someone, you just like feel like you're loyal to them because you grew up with that person. Like you might grow up apart, but they've always been like loyal and there. And then another one also I kind of have grown up with, but grown up with them apart from each other because we only got to live close to each other for like 4 years, I think. And I've known her for 10.
Oh,
So the
wow.
other 6, we've been separated, but it's still like been there for each other. And then my third friend is always just showing that she truly cares. Because, like Grace just said, that like you might know that people care, but if they don't show it, it just like shows that they don't, kind of, in a way.
Yeah.
But the last one truly showed that she cared.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever encountered hard times with these friends that like put your friendship with them through something that made it stronger?
Um, Only with the one with drama, like I've been saying this whole episode. I definitely think that made our friendship very strong. Um, the first one that I mentioned, we haven't really gone into any fights or anything, and our friendship was very strong from the beginning. So, yeah, we haven't really gotten into any fights. And the third person, or she and I also haven't gotten to any fights. If we did, I have no idea what the heck it would be about. But yeah. So I guess the second one because of all the drama that happens, but
for me, I think it would be distance. All three of them and I have a lot of distance between each other. Like physical distance on geographic, I guess you could also say. So that was something difficult, but communicating still was how we overcame that.
yes, and I'm grateful that we have phones and stuff like this so we can communicate.
Exactly. What would be your advice for finding lasting friendships and making them last? Because you could like a friend could have the potential to be there always, but there's still
Yeah.
little things that could happen.
Obviously people can be very toxic and self-centered and thinking about themselves when in reality that like I personally think that like if you're gonna find a true friend, you gotta find someone who is there for you, tries to help you even if you are a distance away, loyal, I'm trying to think of more words, kind, caring, like all of the normal stuff.
Yeah.
And like they got to be there for you if you're going through stuff. So that's what I would see in like finding a true friend, and it may take time. For me, it definitely took time to find them all being a true friend in the end. But it probably will take time, but eventually I think you'll find someone.
Yeah. I agree with everything you said, but also you didn't like clearly say it, but I think trust is another really big thing. Because if you can't fully trust that person, then there's probably never gonna be a lasting friendship. Like that's always gonna be an issue.
Yes. And also to add to that, I also say, backed up to what Emma said, trust and make sure that they have no judgment against you. Like they're gonna judge you, then that's probably not a good idea. Or it's probably not like a true friend if they just go off and like judge you for things.
Right. I also think jealousy, because you can be like jealous over little like experiences or things, but if they're jealous over like normal everyday things, then they might resent you for it and it just causes issues.
Yes. Most of the time, if bullies bully you, it's just because they're jealous of themselves and aren't confident in themselves. Usually. Yes. Okay, next question, if you have any more.
That was kind of it. We kind of went through them really fast. Do you want to do internet news? Because you didn't do that last time.
Oh, I didn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you did. I thought you did that for the religion one, but not like the toxic.
Maybe I did. I don't know. And before I will do that, but before I do it, I actually where's my notebook? I have like I have 3 questions that we also have.
Okay.
Let me find it. I lost it somewhere in my book. With my journal / like notebook that I write random stuff down on. Okay. So, all right. All right. Let's see. Okay. With finding a true friend, how do you think you would have to be yourself? I guess. Like, do you know what they mean?
Yeah. So like, I think, hold on. I just lost what I was saying. I've done that multiple times today. Okay, so when your friend is like true, they're not going to judge you. So you can like feel like you can be truly yourself and not be judged for how you actually are. That doesn't mean act all crazy all the time, but like you can show your true colors and not feel judged.
Yes. And like if someone tries to bring you down or does bring you down, then I think that's not a true friend, because friends are supposed to like support each other and not bring each other down. Okay, next. Not very many, but okay, next says, do you guys think that I have changed myself to please a friend?
I think to a certain level, maybe, because like if they're trying to help you in like a positive way, because like sometimes I've had friends who I'm like, oh, maybe you shouldn't act like that, maybe you shouldn't like go out in public spaces and cuss very loudly. Like that might be a little different than be like, oh, I hate how your personality is, you should fix this, this, and this.
Yeah,
because like the first thing is kind of like leading them in the right direction of how to like act without like trying to change their whole personality, like the second thing.
Yes. I personally think that like in the negative ways, I don't think you should try to change yourself for a friend. You know, if they make you try to change yourself, then obviously they're not a true friend, because if they were a true friend, they wouldn't make you change yourself just for them.
Exactly.
All right, one more question and then I'll do internet news.
Okay.
Do you guys think that having a true friend is also based off of religion?
I think if you have the same religion, then you'll have the same core values, and that might help you a little bit, but that doesn't mean like everybody in your religion you're gonna have a good friendship with, because I know people who are still Christians, but we think very differently, and so like it would still cause issues if we were really good friends.
Yes, and I think I know who you're talking about. You know, I do. I do. I do have some friends that are, you know, same religion as me, and you know, that's fine if you are or aren't. But I don't think that everyone's friendship is based off of their religion, or if you don't have one, I don't think it's based off of that. I mean, you have the same religion, you have the same core, like Emma said, you have the same values and things. But like, I don't think religion really matters at this point. Well, for me at least, I don't think religion really matters. But
I think it can help you fall into this a good group of people, because you know when they're not like religious, like people who are religious are good people too, but like, and people who are religious sometimes aren't great people, but depending on where you meet, you can fall into a good group of people, and sometimes that is because you're religious, but it could also be because you're not and they're just an amazing person.
Okay, yes, and here's an example of this. Emma and I talked about our religion obviously earlier in the episodes so far, but the girl who started this whole drama thing said that she was a part of our religion, which clearly isn't true. You know, and she wasn't a very nice person, but someone like my friend who I bring to youth with me, she, you know, she is a Christian, and I have a friend who is not of our religion. She's such a sweet person, and I know someone who is of our religion and like isn't a very nice person. So I think it depends on where you come from, not your religion. Yeah. All right. Now I'll do some internet news. This is I'm going based off of what I've heard lately, because normally I had it planned, but I didn't know I was going to do internet news tonight.
Sorry, so. I should have told you that.
Yeah, it's all good though. All right. I'm gonna think of what I heard here. Let's see. So for sorry, something landed on my foot. So for all no, I'm not gonna say that because in case it's false information, I don't want to say that on the internet. Let me think here. Well, it's not internet news, but by the time Emma and I are filming this, it's December. So happy December.
Almost Christmas.
Yes. Okay, let me think. So, I guess we can do, recently, I think it was like maybe a week or two ago. Actually, no, did I mention her twins' names already? I don't remember if I mentioned this already.
I think you did.
Did I? I don't know. Okay, moving on. Let's see. For those of you who haven't heard, you probably have because I mentioned it in a lot of our podcast episodes. Rebecca Zmolo is 5 months in her pregnancy, I think. Wait. What's this month? December. No, sorry. She has 3 more months to go, and then her baby girl will be here, which is crazy.
Aww.
Exciting. I'm excited to see the little baby. Because I've been watching them for a while, so I'm kind of excited to see what their little baby looks like. Little baby girl. Let me see what else here. Jojo Siwa and Jenna Johnson came in second on Dancing with the Stars.
Wow.
Officially. Second is still a pretty good place, I say.
It is.
Let me see what else. I know something else. Savannah LeBrant recently just announced that she's pregnant with baby number 4.
Wow.
And pretty exciting because I've also been watching them for a while.
I started watching them when Posey was like born.
I know, and now they're having number 4.
I know.
Which is crazy.
You think it's gonna be a boy or girl?
I hope it's a boy because then Zealand can have a little buddy. But at the same time, a girl would be cute too, another girl. So we'll see.
Their children are beautiful.
Yes. They are. And adorable.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what else here. Trying to scroll through the people in my head that I watch. This really isn't internet news because everyone has a birthday, but the daughter of my favorite photographer recently just turned 11. So I think she turned 12 actually.
Wow.
So yeah. Let me see what else. That's 3. On the subject of Colleen, what I was talking about in the beginning, she's doing a fundraiser like she does every year for childhood cancer, and all the money that she makes goes to the kids who are fighting. Just
that's
really
amazing.
Cute. Yes. And one more. I'll do one more for today, and then I'll be more prepared next week. Let's see. Yesterday December 1st marked 1 month of Bailey and Asa's wedding from Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's been a long month. Oh my gosh.
I know, seriously.
Their wedding was beautiful though.
Yes, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I think, all the internet news I have for today because I was very unprepared over here.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
You're good, don't worry. Anything else you need to say, Emma? Or you think we're good?
I think we're good. Just take friends wisely.
Yes. I do want to say something. I guess our daily message for you this week will be pick friends wisely. Try to surround yourself with positive friends, more or less negative or toxic friends.
Yeah, people that help you and encourage you to be your better self without doing it in like a toxic, mean way.
Yes, and if you're doing long distance, it doesn't really matter, I think, as long as
if you put the effort in.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys for watching episode 5 of Positivity Podcast with me and Emma. Be sure to check next week for new episodes. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.